I'll start with, which one do I want? Oh, I lost my paper. Okay. We'll start with Lot A, Brooks Road. Okay, it is now 6:01. Notice is hereby given in accordance with the Massachusetts General Laws, C 330. 960, the Wetlands Protection, 40, the Wetlands Protection Act, that a public hearing will be held in the notice of intent filed by Mark Popham, RS, on behalf of Asher Construction. Project located at is on Brooks Road, Lot A, map 5-6. No, 5-8, I think it is. Parcel 6.5. Description of the project is construction of a 3-bedroom home within the 50-foot buffer zone of the wetland. The hearing and will be held on June 8, 2002 at 6 o'clock virtually on Zoom. Caution should be contract to the office. The development of services notice of intent is available for public review upon request. George Andrews, Chairman, Templeton Conservation Commission. Okay. Well, we have all the abutters list. That's all taken care of. Okay, so shall we start? Who do we start with? Mr. Asher or Mr. Popham, or who wants to speak first?
I don't know if Mark's on, but I'm not sure. What do we need? What do you need to know?
Well, we just
From
like
Asher?
From Asher, exactly what this includes. You know, it's just like a regular meeting. You got your maps. You can explain anything. And everybody got a map that they're looking at. And do any of the commission members have any questions? Mr. Olson.
It does say that it's, well, in the public legal notice, it says it's within the 50-foot buffer zone. I think that should read 100 on our future listings. Just for the updated thing. Thanks, Lori. It does say the limit of work is 68 feet from the edge of wetlands on the site plan. Just to clarify, Ben, 68 feet sounds about what you're aiming for?
Yes, that's correct. We are not inside the 50-foot. We're outside of the 50-foot buffer. Yeah.
Thank you for the clarification.
Yep.
And you do have up the signs that weren't up there this morning?
The sign for the DP numbers?
Absolutely.
I can check.
Yes.
Oh, there's Seth. Oh, that's Liz. Okay. All right.
Okay, this is on. Okay. Sign should be up.
Okay. Any other members got any questions they want to ask?
I have
Liz
no
or
question.
Amanda, you have any more questions? Any questions? Okay. Dave?
I have no question.
I have no questions. Okay. So can I get somebody to make a motion to allow this, to accept this paperwork? It's NOI?
I make a motion to close the hearing and accept
Okay.
the NOI as written.
I'll second that.
Okay. Dave, you?
I approve.
Okay, and I approve. That's cool. So we will officially close this hearing at 6:05 on the 8th, 2020 of June. Okay. That is one taken care of. Okay, then from there we will do another one. We'll do lot number 4. Okay, Templeton Conservation Commission. It is now 6:06. Let's open up the hearing. Notice is hereby given in accordance with the Massachusetts General Laws C 130 dash 840, the Wetland Protection Act. A public hearing will be held in the notice of intent filed by Mark Populin, RS, on behalf of Asher Construction. Project locations at Brooks Road, Lot 4, map 5.6, parcel number 6.11. Description of the project is construction of the 3-bedroom home within the 100-foot buffer zone of a wetland. This hearing will be held in June 8, 2020 at 6 p.m. virtually on Zoom. Any person wishing to be heard concerning the above application should contact the Office of Developmental Services, and notice of intent is available for public review upon request. George Andrews, Chairman, Templeton Conservation. Okay, again, this is lot 4. Laurie, you there? Laurie.
I'm
Laurie,
here.
this is that. Do you have that thing from the neighbor that unless he's on? Like all this morning?
I don't have anything for lot 4. I have,
Oh, I'm sorry. That was lot 11. You're right. Okay, we'll get to that on the next one. Okay.
Okay.
Again, is there any questions? Anybody else have anything to say from the commission? Amanda?
I have no questions for this.
I have no questions.
Okay. This is the one that sure.
This is the one with the ponds next door.
The sill fencing is already up, so we've already checked that out. Okay, and Amanda, anything else? I know you were with me, so. Okay. Oh, yes, there was one question I had. Between your lot and the house that's on the left-hand side that has the water, Mr. Benjamin, what are they gonna do about doing something because the water overflows from one land onto the other? How are they going to prevent it? Or are they going to be able to move it? Are you gonna put in a rock barrier between the two lands?
Between which 2 lanes?
The two lands, right over there. You have the house on the left of your lot that has that pond up on top of the hill. And all that water comes down in.
Lawns on the left.
Huh? The house? Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember, we had talked about putting a French drain up there among the sows one night. Amanda, do you remember that?
Yes.
Okay. Oh,
I
is that
think
gonna
we're
be
gonna put-
possible to do?
We're gonna put a culvert in,
Putting a covenant, okay.
culvert across the driveway, underneath the new proposed driveway, so any water coming from that pond will go under the driveway through the culvert and down the ditch line to the catch basin.
Okay. So that's what I wanted to know. Is there anything else anybody else needs to know, wants to know about this, or any questions? Amanda?
Nope, no questions. Did
Dave?
we lose Vinny?
Huh?
I'm back. My iPad apparently got too hot in the sun, so I'm dialed in.
Thank you.
Oh, okay, you're dialing. Okay. All right, can I get a motion to accept this NOI?
I'll make a motion to accept this NOI.
Okay, can I get a second?
Second.
All those in favor? Aye.
I,
Right. So done. And we will accept this by the board, and we will close this hearing at 6:10 p.m. Okay. Now we will go into number 3. Okay, it's 6:11 p.m. This is for lot 11. Templeton Conservation Commission, Brooks Road, lot 11. Mass 5.8, partial 6.3. Notice is hereby given in accordance of Mass General Laws 181, 840, Wetlands Protection Act, that a public hearing will be held virtually on Monday, June 1st, 2020 at 6 p.m. by using Zoom to consider the requires for determination of applicability on Brooks Road, lot 11. This project is a 3-bedroom, single-family home. The request for the determination is applicability is available for the public hearing viewing by the request of the Elvita at Templeton.mass.gov. George Andrews, Chairman, Conservation Commission. You have to forgive me, this writing is so small, I can just barely read it. This is the one that we had somebody send in a note about.
Yes.
You know if she's in, that person has called in, Lauren?
Unless Jeff and Lee Moser,
Yeah,
anybody out there?
nope, I don't see anybody else here. Okay, can you, have you got that with you? I didn't take it off the computer. Well,
I
what
can
do you-
read it if,
Yes, would you read it, please?
okay. In response to the notice we received regarding Lot 11 on Brooks Road, we would like to express our concerns regarding the proposed use of this wetland area. We have lived next door to this parcel of land for the past 20 years. In that time frame, we have noticed that it has flooded on numerous occasions, so much so that the water came halfway to our property line and was deep enough to visibly see branches floating. With the combination of land being cleared and homes being built, we have noticed a greater number of animals crossing through our yard, coming up our driveway, and some just walking along the road. It would be beneficial to the wildlife if the wetlands habitat could remain unchanged. In the event a home is built on this parcel, we hope that the water problem will be taken into consideration and ensure that the natural flow of the water will not be altered, causing a flooding problem to the road. Due to the high water table and chronic flooding, our builder didn't feel this was a desirable building lot. That is why we chose the adjacent parcel. Respectfully, Jeff and Lee Moser.
Okay, now, Amanda, we did see that was on the right-hand side of that lot, where it was way wide.
Right.
And you know, that's what they're referring to.
Right.
Um,
It did seem
and-
like in the winter that was a bit of a little pond, but it has dried up when we most recently were out there.
And from what I've seen, he's putting the house way over on the left-hand side anyhow, and that shouldn't have any effect on it. But I did not see any hay bales or anything on that lot yet. I don't know if they've done that yet or not. Do you know if they've done that yet?
Yeah, yeah, I'm not sure. He was supposed to put the silt fence up. Do you know if that was up?
Well, that's what I'm looking. That's what I mean. I didn't see
Okay.
any seal fence on that lot when I went by today. I didn't know if they had forgotten it or it was further back where I couldn't see it.
They may have not gotten to it, but we'll put the silt fence up, and the wetlands are marked. Mark Popham did mark the wetlands on the right side of the lot.
Oh, he did mark them? Okay.
Yeah. Well,
Right.
I marked them probably 3-4 months ago.
All right. I thought he had, but I wasn't sure because
Okay.
it's January and when we were out there.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. As long as the silt fencing's in place and you try to leave some of the trees in that area, it would be nice.
Yeah.
I think it'll be okay. All right. Is there Any other questions from any other board members?
I
Dave?
have none.
Okay. Vinny? Is Vinny still there?
I'm here. No, I have no questions.
Okay.
And I have no questions.
All right, can I get a negative determination, please, from somebody?
Motion to make a negative determination for the RDA on Brooks Road, Lot 11.
Okay. All those
Second
in
that.
favor? Okay,
I'll
all
second,
those in favor?
I'll second it.
Aye.
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 Okay, we all agree. Okay, so we will close this hearing at 6:17. Okay, thank you, Mr. Benjamin, and thank you, Liz and.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you
You're
all,
welcome.
members, yeah.
Okay. Couple of second break here when I get the other paperwork out. The Trevor's here. Hi, Trevor.
How's it going?
Oh, not bad. Giselle.
Pretty good.
Okay, we've got, it says we have all your green cards also. Okay, it's 6:19. Am I correct? I don't know what it is anybody's on. This is going to be for legal notice, Templeton Conservation Commission for 61 Baptist Common Road, map number 6, 4.07, parcel 61. Oh, I'm sorry, it says 6. Project is hereby notice is hereby given in accordance with the Massachusetts General Laws, C-131 8-40, the Wetlands Protection Act. That a public hearing will be held on a notice of intent filed by Browse Engineering LLC on behalf of Barclay Engineering LLC. Project location is at 61 Baptist Common Road, map number 4.07, parcel 1. Description of the project is a construction of a 3-bedroom home within the 100-foot buffer zone of a wetland, and the hearing will be held on June 8, 2020 at 6 p.m. virtually on Zoom. Any person wishing to hear concerning the above application should contact the Office of Developmental Services, and the notice of intent is available for public use. George Andrews, Chairman, Templeton Conservation. Okay. Go ahead, Trevor.
All right, so basically what we got here is septic for the last lot on Baptist Common. There is a wetland in the rear left of the property. And what Jamie wanted to do with this project is have it kind of look like the last house he did. The first house, he had to bring in a lot more fill than he had to, so he kind of wanted to replicate the way the second lot came out. That's why the house is in the back of the septic area there. He wanted the septic out front and have a drive in on the right side. So we kind of tried to keep the driveway as far right as we could to keep the house as far right away from the wetland as we could. We kept almost everything out of the 50-foot, but there wasn't a lot of wiggle room in that. So that's what we ended up with. And the septic kind of had to go where it was. There was some problems with soil testing. I think there was either fill or wicked high groundwater. It was high right where it is. That's why everything's so raised up there. But yeah, Paul was doing the soil testing out there, and that was pretty much the only place that they felt comfortable testing. So that's what we got.
Okay, any questions from the board?
I have none.
I have
Okay.
none. What are you doing on the side for like rocks or something, just so the future owners know that there's wetlands there and they can't like throw a
I mean, we
shed
could-
or mow the lawn.
Yeah, we could, I mean, we could flag up the wetlands. Typically Templeton, I don't think they usually have any regulations for putting like permanent monuments up, but if you feel more comfortable, I mean, we could like sign it or something like that along the edge of clearing, whatever the board feels comfortable, I guess.
I think
You-
George.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I was just wondering, whereas over on the first one, they put like a stone wall over
Okay.
there. Is it possible to put something like that over there?
I'm
You know,
sure they got boulders somewhere, so we could do something. There's no need for a wall really there.
No, but no,
on
just
that side.
just a row of boulders would be fine.
Yeah,
That way there, it'll make it so that the people realize that they can't build beyond that.
yeah, we
You
could
know, with the
definitely do
boulders.
that. If
Well,
you just want
thanks,
to make that a
Trevor.
condition of the order conditions, and that'll be
Yeah.
perfect.
Great.
Anybody else?
Nope.
Okay, can
Nope.
I get a motion to accept the application?
I'll make a motion to accept lot 3.
Vinnie, you're gonna, okay, you're gonna second. All those in favor?
Hi.
Aye.
And this case will be closed at 6:23.
Thank
Okay.
you very much.
Thank you very much, Sean. And from there, we got to go into the item we received today from the state dams. Has anybody come in from that? For that, yeah. Oh, Richard Curtis is here.
Yeah, so I read through that, the whole, like, as it was going on back and forth. Richard, do you want to speak to that, please?
You there, Richard?
Yeah, I had to find
Richard.
my mouse. I had to find my mouse to unmute it. Can you all hear me now?
Don't give the mouse to the cat. Okay.
What is it you need to know? We got called this morning.
Oh, okay.
Literally, I guess they first attempt was made on Friday, and of course, town hall's not open on Friday. So they called me this morning and told me what the problem was, and the problem was discovered when they sent an inspector out to check the dam, because that dam has been at the Baldwin water supply pond there is, or Depot Pond Dam, whichever you want to call it. It's been kind of neglected because it's not really owned by anybody anymore. I mean, American Tissue technically still owns it. And we all kind of know what the problems are with that. So they've kind of looked at it as an abandoned dam. And that's why they sent somebody out to see that one in particular. When they got there, the beavers had done a number on it. It's packed solid with debris. And quite honestly, it's kind of dangerous at the moment. If we were to get a heavy rain and it were to let go, all that water, and there's a lot of water in that pond, would come down toward the bridge by Lee's, on the opposite side from Lee's. There is a culvert that goes underneath the railroad tracks and underneath Central Street over to the river.
Mhm.
But that would quickly block up with the debris that's there. So all that water basically would go right down to the bridge by Lee's, onto Central Street, and find its way to the river somehow. So there could be a lot of damage to roadways and maybe some private property before it got to the river.
Mhm.
So
right-
Okay.
Go ahead.
Hey, yeah, I'm sorry. You did show some photos from 2017. Why wasn't it taken care of in 2017, the first half of it? Somebody
The-
forgot?
No, technically it's private property. All I do when I go out to do these is that if there is a structural problem with the dam, I would report it. Other than that, I take pictures for our emergency management plans. And so
Okay.
we have it on file. There was no problem with the dam itself, other than it's in poor condition. It was functioning, and there was a a big pile of debris outside of the spillway in the back. That is still there and has gotten bigger. But those were the first ones we had ever taken. And I took the other ones this morning.
Okay. Andy?
Yeah, Rich, is the state paying for the cleanup?
The state is taking care of the cleanup, from what I understand. They're sending out a contracted crew to manually move all that debris out of there. Now, how far they go with that, I don't know. If are they going to do just the spillway, or are they going to do what's after the spillway as well? I don't know. Well, I have to wait. They're going to be coming out. I'll be going with them out there. So I'll know better then. But somewhere down the line, I mean, the state put it to me this way: they can't afford to take on all the dams in Massachusetts.
No, I know.
And where this is technically on private property, even though we've got nobody we can put the responsibility on right now, they would like us as a town to go after grants to get this dam, as they put it, either rebuilt to current standards and or removed.
Right.
My personal opinion about removing it, it shouldn't even be considered. We're losing a lot of water in this town to vegetation and whatnot. There's a lot of water up there right now, and to lose that, of course, I don't know what you'd do to the aquatic life there as well. So I really think that if we go for anything, it should be for a grant to get this thing put back into better shape.
Okay, my question is it possible when you find out when they are going to come out, if you can give me a call or Amanda, and one of us could also go out there with you guys?
I could do that.
That'd be
Right.
cool, because I went down there this morning and right on top of that debris pile is freshwater mussels, which are endangered or species of special concern in Massachusetts. So letting the contractor be aware that they need to be careful, or I don't know, find a place to put the silt and sand that would encourage those mussels to continue would be good.
Where did you see those? In the water or in the spillway?
In the water.
Okay. Because I think their main objective is just to take care of the actual dam and the spillway.
Right.
Whether or not they do anything behind it, like I said, I've got to talk to them and find out what their plan is.
So do you know how soon they want? Oh, do you know how soon they want to get up there to do this? Or?
Well, the way he put it to me was that he's at the leisure
Yesterday?
of the contractor. Whenever the contractor can fit it in, they'll let him know and they'll set a date.
Right. Anybody else got any questions? Laurie?
I don't.
Okay. Well, I will have to come down and sign the order and take care of that Wednesday, if that's okay with you.
Yes.
Okay, because I need to go somewhere Wednesday, so I will come down and take care of that. So, sign that paperwork.
Okay.
So Rich, you got anything else you need to talk to us about?
No, that's about it. I am going to be kind of monitoring that throughout, especially if we get any rainfall. I'll just go up there every now and then and check it out. But the access to this thing, I think they're going to want to come in off of
Arrow Street?
no, what is it? Bridge Street, and go in that way, because that way they could be on the same side. They're still
Yeah,
going to
you-
have to walk a distance, but
Yeah, go up Bridge Street, take your first right down there by Manka's house and go out that way.
so I went out there today. You can get pretty close, but they're still going to have to haul stuff if they have to haul stuff out.
And
Do you need a motion to approve this?
yes, Can we get a motion to approve signing the emergency order, please?
I'll make a motion to
All
approve it.
those- Okay, second.
Seconded.
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Are we gonna
Okay.
have to have some kind of, if it's personal property, are we gonna need a permission slip?
Well, they say they don't know who owns it right now. It's up in the air. Supposedly it's the old paper mill that was over on Mill Street.
Belonged to American Tissue.
Yeah,
That was their water
American
supply for the paper mill.
so,
Okay. All right, that's it.
all right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay. Barbara, you got anything else for us?
Minutes?
Oh, yes, we got to do the minutes for February. I forgot we had them. Have you all read the minutes for February?
Yes,
I make a motion to get them accepted, please.
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes.
I'll second that.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, thank you. And it ends at 6:32. Somebody want to make a motion to close?
Wait a minute,
Oh,
one second.
oh,
How,
you tried to get
how
away.
about a next meeting?
I'll-
I didn't hear you.
What would you like to do about a next meeting?
Well, are we going to be able to use the building? We'll have it our regular time, third Tuesday.
I can't answer that question off
third
the
Monday,
top of my
rather.
head. Okay,
You guys want to do that? We've got one hanging for next month already. Do you guys want to do it Zoom if we have to?
That's fine.
I'm cool with Zoom. It went a lot faster doing it by Zoom.
Oh, yeah, okay. I actually did. Just that I'll have to have whoever gives me the paperwork with the newspaper ad in it, make it a little bigger so I can read it. That's
Stronger
okay.
glasses. Stronger glasses.
Yeah. Okay.
Magnifying glass.
Okay, good. Does somebody want to make a motion to close?
I'll make a motion to close the meeting.
Seconded.
All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Okay, I guess we're all set.
Aye.